scary movie.
Oh, come on, you know I don't watch that shit.
Why not? Too scared?
No, it's just what's the point? They're all the same. Some stupid killer stalking some big-breasted girl who can't act, who's always running up the stairs when she should be going out the front door. It's insulting.
How's it going, y'all? Body Rouse back with another video. Super hyped. We have another MEZCO. We have Ghostface. Scream is one of my favorite slasher movies. It's a satire. Wes Craven, we all know him and love him, hopefully. I'm a big horror fan, a big slasher fan, and Ghostface is like the reason why we love horror movies, because they laid out the rules and they satirized them and they made a great movie. And I actually watched Scream right before I unboxed this, just so I'd be in the mindset for the review. So yeah, with all that being said, let's take a closer look at the box and we'll get this very, very bad boy open. Taking a look at the front of the box, you can see it says 112 Collective up there at the top, and it says Ghostface Lives, but it does not say Scream, and that's because the costume is licensed from a costuming company. They actually own the rights, so Scream uses that, but they do not own the rights to merchandise. The only person that owns rights to merchandise is the people that own the costume. Well, they can put Scream on stuff, but they just can't like label Ghostface as Scream. So that's why there's no Scream on there. On this side, we get a headshot. It says Ghostface Lives, MEZCO Toys, by collectors for collectors, and it's that grungy, messed up mask that we kind of saw in Scream 6, actually. Then on the back, we get our product shot with all the accessories. We get some popcorn, some knives, and some size and blood effects and masks and hands, everything you could hope for, and some more awesome product shots down there at the bottom where it says MEZCO Toys and Ghostface Lives. The other side is exactly the same. Top of the box, bottom of the box, and with all that being said,
Yo.
Hello, shorty. What are you doing?
Nothing. Sitting here watching the game, smoking some bud.
Are you all alone?
What's up? What's up?
What the? Who's that?
Yo, pick up the phone. What's up?
What's up?
here is our MEZCO Ghostface finally out of the box. Gosh, I've been waiting for a perfect Ghostface for a long time, and I think this one hits all the marks. I've already messed around with the articulation and all that stuff and the body underneath, so he's really cool. And he's very simple. There's not a lot to Ghostface. The main thing is, of course, the mask, which is done beautifully. It looks amazing. And then, of course, we've got a wired black soft goods robe. You can see we've got the tassels on the arms, and those are flared out and wired accordingly, so that's really great. He's got those boots that we're known for, the black pants underneath. I will take a close look at the body, and of course, we've got his buck knife, because Ghostface is known for using a big, nasty hunting knife, and not just any old weapon he finds lying around, so it is great to have that. But we do get a couple of other weapons with Ghostface, just because he's used lots of stuff over the years, and we're even missing something that the NECA has, so hopefully I can find that to give to him, because the NECA Ghostface came with a voice changer, and this one does not. But regardless, he's still definitely the best Ghostface that we've gotten, in my opinion. MEZCO has been on a roll lately, other than not having a buckle on Indy's satchel. That was really stupid, but I'll have to fix that at some point. But this guy, I don't see anything that I need to fix, and I just watched Scream, so it's fresh in my memory. So Scream is one of my favorite horror movies, by the way. It's fantastic. If you haven't seen it, you're really missing out. And it's not even a horror movie, it's more so a satire, so it's not really like scary or anything, but it's definitely worth the 2-hour watch if you've never seen it before. Lots of great actors in it too. Checking out Ghostface height, he looks on the shorter end for MEZCO for me, which is fine because Ghostface is never really that tall, but he's about 6¼ inches, so that totally works for me in scale with Marvel Legends and other MEZCO stuff. All right, so before we go over articulation, let's get this robe off if we can, because I haven't taken it off and I want to see just what he looks like underneath to get, oh, there you go. So essentially it's an skin colored body, which is really cool. And then we've got, you know, black t-shirt and some black pants, which makes sense for Ghostface. So let's put his head on really quick. We don't need his hands for articulation, do we? I really was interested to see what was under there. So that was cool. There we go. So we've got his head back on. So let's go over. I clear myself some freaking room. His articulation, starting at the head, it goes forward and backward. To the side, we get a nice range of movement, and it is just the peg in the neck, so, you know, that's not segmented neck piece. His shoulders come up not quite 90 degrees. So, well, almost 90 degrees. We do get a bicep cut. I don't think that there's a butterfly joint in there, unfortunately, so that kind of sucks. But we do get double elbows. The ab crunch, we get an upper ball peg at the torso, so he goes forward and backward, and then we also get, do we get something at the waist? Nope, just at the upper torso, but he can still dip forward and backward. No waist cut or anything. Legs come forward about that far, to the side about that far, and back, not really at all, but he can kick his butt quite easily, so that's nice. So very good butt kicking action on our Ghostface, and we do get a thigh cut, and we do get a boot cut, I believe. Yes, no, it's more of an ankle cut, but you can see he's got his leg and the socks and all that stuff. So articulation is improved, but the clothing gets in the way a lot. That robe doesn't, just I think the shirt at the shoulders probably hinders it a little bit, but regardless, he still works. He's still great. Definitely articulates better than the NECA, and I think other than like McFarlane movie Maniacs, that's really the only other Ghostface that we've gotten within the last 20 years. So I still really love him. So let's get his robe back on and get into the accessories. And as you can see, I got his robe back on no problem before we get into those accessories. It is nice that the hood is wired because you can get it sitting however you would want, as far as having, oh, there was no light there, as far as having a robe and all that stuff. So it's really nice, really nicely done. And Ghostface is perfect for soft goods. Like, if you didn't do soft goods on Ghostface, you're making a huge mistake. So let's check out his accessories.
What's that noise?
Popcorn.
You making popcorn?
Uh-huh.
I only eat popcorn at the movies.
Well, I'm getting ready to watch a video.
Really? What?
Oh, just some scary movie.
You like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
So we'll start with layer one of what's in the box. We get a stand, and then we get a bag to put the accessories in. And the stand is something we get with every MEZCO. So we get the regular stand, and then we also get, you know, an articulated stand. So that's really nice. Nothing too crazy there. We've seen all that before. But in the next layer, we get all the blood effects and that giant scythe, which the NECA one also came with. But I saw those blood effects, and I was like, that's sick. So they all slot on to like the blades, so like the scythe or the kitchen knife or the hunting knife. So we get 3 different blood splatter effects, which are all done very nicely. Sorry, I try not to get the MEZCO stuff out until I'm done because it's so messy with so many accessories. And then we get a stabbing effect with the knife, which is really cool. And you know, I also show this stuff in photography as well, so that is really cool. It's just the handle and the hilt and a little bit of the blade with blood at the end. Then we get like a splatter and a slash and kind of a gushing, and then yeah, that scythe is also painted very, very nicely, and it's very detailed. And yeah, I promise, take a closer look at the stuff in the pictures, because I'll do head swaps and all that stuff. And then the last tray is all like the popcorn. Yeah, we'll take this stuff out because we're going to take it out anyway. And see, that's what I need to be careful of. I'm so clumsy, y'all, and I hate that I'm that way, but it's just how I am. So let me get these heads unwrapped. Like, if you think you know how clumsy I am, multiply that by like 10, and then you'll know how clumsy I really am. Like, whatever comes across in those videos, it's way worse. Is this one glow in the dark? It looks like it maybe absolutely has to be a glow in the dark head. So We'll charge that up here. See, I can't just hold on to something. We'll have to charge this glow-in-the-dark head up and have to get a glow-in-the-dark picture of that glowing, so that's cool. Then we get that, like, kind of degraded, older mask that's just like, you know, it's been through some stuff, like the original Billy Loomis mask that was in Scream 6. Spoiler! Then we get... Oh, I can't get the plastic off. We get a blood-soaked Ghostface head, which looks lovely. I love blood on things. That mask, that bloodied mask head sculpt for the mask and this MEZCO one with blood on it. Perfect. Amazing. Then we get... Oh. Well, we get a popcorn bowl, and then we also get a hand with a handful of popcorn. I didn't see that until it all fell out. So that's interesting. And then we get a kitchen knife. And then we get that buck knife, hunting knife, that I was talking about, that Ghostface is known for. And then we get, of course, we get some open hands. We get some fists and some gripping hands, all of which are used for killing people, because that's what Ghostface does. It's just what he does. And then we get, for some reason, instead of a voice changer or a telephone or cell phone or something, we get this tiny little TV remote, which looks good. All the paint's there. It's just, can't think of why we would need a TV remote. But that is the accessories. Well, let me grab that other knife one really quick. So here's that bloody knife thing just pulled out of the plastic, so it looks really nice. It is the hunting knife. And then there's the slishy slashy blood piece, which said it slips over, so let's prove that. You just put it on the end of the knife here, allegedly, and it should stay on. Maybe this one will work better. Maybe I'm not seeing where they're supposed to be slotted in properly. I don't know. They're supposed to work. They should work. And then this one I know has a slit on the back. See, I'm making a fool of myself, but that's why I didn't want to get these out, because it's one thing to look at it in direct light. When you're doing filming light, there it is. There it is. See? Look at that. So that just goes on there like that. And then there's that scythe. So it looks all dull and rusty, like you wouldn't even want to get nicked by it, let alone cut in half by it. So lots of cool accessories for our MEZCO Ghostface.
Duque! Pick up the phone!
Yo. What's up?
What you doing, son?
Nothing. Just chilling. Killing.
True.
First off, here he is next to the NECA Ghostface, who is 100% obsolete now, because just look at the one on the right next to the one left. Proportions, size, attention to detail with the soft goods, all that stuff. Much, much better on the MEZCO. The face sculpt is a lot better as well. And yeah, he's just a better figure, and he doesn't want to focus because that bright white light. A lot of dealing with that bright white with Chameleon, and now Ghostface with his super bright face. But you can see the NECA one is much taller. He's much lankier. He also had a lot more trouble standing, and he just doesn't look as good. This is not a wired cloak, so it's just kind of tightly wound, and it doesn't ever sit right, and it kind of looks like he's got a really tight hoodie over his head rather than a hood. And with this one, you know, it's wired, so you can put that hood however you want. So just 1,000 times better on the MEZCO Ghostface than the NECA one, who's now not going to have a place on my shelf anymore. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Here he is next to MEZCO Indiana Jones and MEZCO Big Chap Xenomorph from Alien. Here he is next to NECA Chucky and Marvel Legends Iron Man. And then for funsies, next to an owlbear and the Thing, because there's no way he can take out those guys. Everyone else, I think Ghostface, if he had the opportunity, maybe he can get the upper hand on it. Maybe. But an owlbear and the Thing, no. Or Chucky, I don't think you get the upper hand on Chucky. Or an alien. Well, Ghostface is just a dude. He's not. He dies every movie, so. So with all that being said, y'all, the MEZCO Ghostface is totally worth it to me. He's everything I wanted. 6-inch scale Ghostface with a wired soft goods cloak, bloody accessories, lots of weapons and all that stuff, head sculpts. Great. We love all that stuff. And if you love watching my videos, hit the like button, hit subscribe if you're not subscribed. Check out my giveaways. We're giving away Retro Card Venom at 3.5k, so we're less than 400 subscribers away. So if you're watching at this point, you're not subscribed, please subscribe, check out the video, like it, comment it. You'll be entered to win. We're starting to stream every week. Thursdays is the Rowdy Roundup, so make sure you check those out. Let me know how your day's going. If you got this Ghostface, if you love Scream, just say hey. Keep your head up, stay brave. Be kind to your local LGBT community. I love you. I'll see you next time, and bye-bye. Mwah.
I don't know.
You have to have a favorite. What comes to mind?
Halloween. You know, the one with the guy in the white mask who walks around and stalks babysitters.